Hi, this is Joel Persinger. I'm the Gun Guy. Thank you very much for watching my videos. I really deeply appreciate it. Listen, I've got a couple of rifles for you in this video, and they're both Mosin Nagant rifles. Now, let me start off by telling you that I'm an expert in quite a few things, maybe, where guns are concerned, but I'm certainly not an expert in all things Mosin Nagant. I know a little bit about them, and I'm going to share with you what I know about the Mosin Nagant Model 1939. Now, that's the Finnish model, by the way. This particular rifle right here is not that rifle. This is a Mosin Nagant 9130. And the thing that makes this particular rifle interesting to me, other than I happen to like Mosins anyway, and I have a 9130, is this belongs to a collector friend of mine. And even though it is a Russian-made 9130, it does have the stamps on it and cartouches on it that indicate it might be a Finnish capture. So the Finns probably captured this along the way somewhere, put their own stamp and their own numbers on it, and threw it right back into service. Now this one's real pretty. Somebody's cleaned it up and put varnish on it and so on, so it's a real pretty thing. I doubt very seriously that it came out of the crate that way. But it is different than the actual Finnish-made Mosin. That would be more like this one, which as you can see looks very, very different. And that's because the Finns wanted to take the Mosin Nagant and make it better. And if you ever get a chance to shoot a Finnish Mosin like this one, you're going to find they shoot much more accurately, they're heavier, and they have better sights. There's just so many differences about them that make them a much better gun. So let me list just a few for you. First of all, the Finns took the receiver and pretty much built a new rifle around it. And every one of the Finnish Mosins I've seen has been the octagonal receiver. They may have made them without them, I don't know. As I say, I'm not an expert in all things Mosin, but every one I've seen so far has had the octagonal receiver, and that adds some value to them. They also have a much heavier barrel, like the Sacco barrel that is very common in them, is a heavier barrel that just makes the gun much more accurate. A couple other things. The stock is completely different. It's a two-piece stock, and as you look at the joint where the stock comes together, it is so finely joined that you really have to look to see the way it fits together just perfectly. The other thing is, stock actually has more of a pistol grip to it. It's more of a pistol grip in the back, which makes it easier to shoot the rifle and a lot more comfortable to shoot it. You'll also notice that they changed the sights. So the sights on these rifles are just so much better. The gradations in them are finer, so I think they're probably at about 50 meters or 25 meters. I haven't really tried it, but it's interesting when you look at the numbers, you see, first of all, the sights are so much easier to see than they are on the Russian Mosins. It's also easier to adjust them. They're just cleaner in general, and they're easier to fire at different distances and to adjust because the gradations on them are much more defined and easier to deal with. Also, I kind of noticed that just the front sight is drift adjustable for windage, and it's just a lot easier to adjust. It's a real handy, easy thing to do. A couple other things I like about these Mosins are the ability to mount slings a couple different ways. They come with sling mounts on the side, so that would be similar to what you'll see on the 9130. And that works great if you're on horseback or you're riding skiing around or something along those lines. You got it slung along your back. But they also have the standard sling swivels underneath the gun so that you can carry it in a different way if you happen to be a foot soldier. Gives you a couple of options in how you want to carry the gun, which is pretty positive as well. Then they also moved the barrel bands. They redesigned them and moved them along with the stock. So you'll find the barrel bands are in a completely different position. And also you'll find the barrel bands are not just stamped metal that just slides over the top of the stock and snaps into place. These barrel bands are precision barrel bands that screw into place with machine screws and machine threaded screws. And once they're tight, they're on there. They're not moving. So they're almost like a custom piece that goes with the rifle. And the end cap, the front barrel band kind of end cap that goes on the front of the stock, not only tightens down around the stock, but there's a screw that goes through the band into the stock and completely to the other side and attaches to that band. And that band actually opens up. It's a hinged band that has a hinge on the other side. So they really took the Mosin Nagant, which is a very strong and very powerful design. It's almost indestructible. And they took it and made it into a precision fighting instrument. It is so much more accurate than the 9130 just right out of the gate. and it's a much, much better battle rifle, field rifle that the Finnish came up with. So there's no mistake that these are the Cadillac, or maybe even the Mercedes-Benz or the Rolls-Royce of Mosin Nagant rifles. And so if you ever get a chance to grab a hold of one, you're going to find they're more expensive, but they're worth every dime. In fact, having shot both, I would say if you can only own one Mosin, get yourself one of these, because it's just that much better a rifle. Anyway, thank you very much for watching my channel. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. There's a button right up there for you to do that. If you subscribe, we'll let you know when new videos come out, and that way you can take a peek at them. Don't forget to look at the previous videos. We have about 100 and some odd of them that we've done previously, and we try to put out 1 or 2 and sometimes 3 per week, depending on the craziness of schedule. And it's getting a little crazy, but we're still cranking them out and trying to do our best with them, and I hope that you're enjoying them as we go. Also, if you would like, you can check out these buttons over here. We've got one for Facebook, Twitter, and the website, where I'm trying to get some articles out, and I've written quite a few previously on various gun-related topics. We try to keep you up to date on legal stuff too on the Twitter and Facebook page, so you might want to check those out if you get a chance. Now, if you happen to be a person who likes these kind of videos, you like shooting and you like gun videos, and you're not a member of the National Rifle Association, you should be. So I'm going to put a link right here so that you can join the NRA. I got you a deal, so it'll save you a little bit of money. You can join the NRA for less than the cost of 1 box of ammunition, and you can be a member for a year. We really need your support with the National Rifle Association and local and state organizations as well, because we're fighting tooth and nail across the nation for our Second Amendment rights, and in particular in states like mine, like California or New Jersey or New York. Those folks are law-abiding gun owners too, and their Second Amendment right is valuable. And so I urge you to join the NRA so that you can help with the fight, and I've got a little place for you to do that right here. Also, if you happen to have a gun for self-defense or home defense, or you carry a gun every day, God bless you. I hope you continue to do that. That's something that you're going to be able to use to defend yourself physically, but it's not going to help you necessarily in court. And so you're going to want to have some legal backup. I use a company called Second Call Defense. I've looked into a lot of concealed carry type insurance companies and backup companies like that, legal companies like that. And that's the one that I found was the best for me for a host of reasons. Most notably is I like their service structure, and I like the fact that they spend money defending me up front, rather than reimbursing me after I've expended hundreds of thousands of dollars and had to sell my house and everything else. So we use it for our family. I suggest it for yours, and I've got a link right here for you to look into that if you'd like. It's called Second Call Defense. They're a terrific company, and they'll back you up if you get in a shooting and you had to defend yourself. So check it out. That's what the link here is for. It'll take you to a little spot on our website where you can learn more. Thank you again very much for watching my channel. I really deeply appreciate it. The channel's growing like crazy, and really, it's all because of you. If it wasn't for you, I'd just be spinning my wheels. And as a result of your viewership and your support, we're growing a lot. Thank you very much. You have no idea how much I appreciate that. Have a wonderful week, and be safe.